Imagine a world where all the ice on Earth melts in an instant. How would our planet change? And what would happen to us? The Arctic and Antarctic ice sheets store vast amounts of fresh water. If they all melted, the consequences would be immense. Sea levels would rise dramatically, swallowing coastlines and drowning cities. Places where millions live would vanish underwater. Ecosystems would be disrupted as habitats change rapidly. Marine life would move, and many species might not survive these shifts. Weather patterns would shift, resulting in extreme storms, droughts, and unpredictable seasons. Our planet's balance would be thrown off. Climate refugees would increase as people flee their homes, searching for safety in new regions. Society would face huge challenges. This might sound like a sci-fi nightmare, but it's a real possibility. What should we do to prevent this drastic outcome? Ice covers about 10% of our planet, and it plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate. Imagine vast, shimmering ice sheets stretching across the land. The polar regions hold most of the world's fresh water. Glaciers, massive rivers of ice, flow down mountains and shape the landscape around them. Greenland is home to the second largest ice sheet in the world. The majestic icebergs it produces are not only beautiful, but vital to ocean currents. Antarctica, the coldest continent, holds about 70% of the world's freshwater ice. It's an extreme environment with stunning icy landscapes. Mountains worldwide have their own glaciers. These ice bodies are vital for freshwater supplies for millions of people living below. Finally, seasonal ice, like sea ice, forms and melts in oceans. This process affects climate and marine life, keeping ecosystems balanced. Imagine glaciers and icebergs shattering, their colossal pieces crashing into the ocean. The world watches in awe as natural wonders fall apart. Suddenly, sea levels rise dramatically, over 200 feet in some areas. Coastal cities are engulfed by water, transforming landscapes and lives overnight. As ice melts, freshwater floods into the oceans, disrupting marine ecosystems. Species struggle to adapt to the changing salinity in their habitats. The world's weather patterns shift dramatically. Storms become more frequent and intense, filling the air with tension and uncertainty about the future. Wildlife faces upheaval too. As habitats change or disappear, animals struggle to find food and safety, leading to increased competition for resources among species. The melting ice also leads to the release of ancient carbon and methane trapped in permafrost, creating a potential feedback loop in global warming. Let's imagine a world where all the ice has melted. What does that mean for our climate in the future? The impacts could be drastic and far-reaching. With no ice, Earth absorbs more sunlight, increasing global temperatures. This effect intensifies as fewer reflective surfaces remain. Higher temperatures lead to more extreme weather patterns. Storms may become fiercer, while droughts could stretch longer than they do today. As ecosystems struggle, many species may face extinction. Habitats could disappear, leading to a loss of biodiversity that we cannot afford. Coastal cities will also be affected. Rising seas could flood entire communities, pushing people to migrate in search of safety. These long-term changes spark a challenge for human adaptation. We must find innovative solutions to cope with a new world full of uncertainties. What happens to the polar bears if all the ice melts? They depend on sea ice to hunt seals, and without it, their survival is at stake. As the Arctic warms, marine ecosystems will shift drastically. Fish populations, vital for many marine species, could collapse, impacting the food chain. Tropical coral reefs will also suffer. Warmer oceans lead to bleaching, which means corals lose their colorful symbiotic algae, threatening diverse marine life. Birds that thrive in icy environments like the puffin are at risk. With melting ice, their nesting sites are being washed away, threatening their populations. Mammals on land, like seals, rely on ice for breeding. As their habitats disappear, they face harsh conditions and dwindling populations. In the end, we need to consider how these changes affect us. Ecosystem collapse can disrupt our own food supplies and lead to further unforeseen consequences. Imagine a world where all the ice on Earth has melted, the consequences would be unimaginable and devastating for our planet's ecosystems. Polar bears, seals, and penguins would struggle to survive without their icy homes. Wildlife faces extinction without habitat and resources. Ecosystems would collapse as species adapt to rapid changes. The intricate balance of life relies on stable environments to thrive. These changes affect not just animals, but also people. Our communities rely on natural resources that would be at risk in a warmer world. As sea levels rise, entire cities could be submerged. Imagine coastal areas becoming uninhabitable, forcing people to migrate and adapt. We must take action now to combat climate change. The future of our planet and all its inhabitants depend on our choices today.